Second question then. So I was under the understanding if we couldn't do it in a regular instinctive poly that the lab would automatically upgrade it into an HDV, and evidently that's not the case. But when we here at the store have to put them in an HDV, we have to put AR on their safety glasses. So we come into the problem where some companies won't allow them to have AR on their safety glasses. So is there a way that we can process those without AR on them?
I may be mistaken, but I thought that we offered HDV and Nationwide without AR as an option.
No, you have to have either AR or Teflon on them. It won't. There's no other choice.
Okay. So that's something we can work with IT to get that resolved, so that if you put HDV on a safety glass, because that's obviously the frames are designated as such, it will give you the option. Not that anybody would really want AR on their safety glasses, but just in case, it'll give you the option. You'll select AR if it's something that the customer wants.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
For those participants who just joined us, if you would like to ask a question, please press star, then the number 1 on your telephone keypad. Again, that's star 1 to ask a question. We have another question from the line of Ms. Kelly Gorney, store number 33087. Ms. Gorney, you may proceed.
Yes, I have a question regarding frames on our board. I know that it is sent out, there's an email sent out on frames that are on back order that we're then supposed to take off our board, and then when they come back on, we get that and we can put them back on our board. However, at my store, if I do that, it leaves me holes in my boards, especially on the men's side. I don't have a single backstock men's frame. And a lot of times it seems to be some of the higher end lenses, or frames, so then when I pull them off my women's board, I don't have a better frame to put on there, so then sometimes I end up selling those. I want to know if there's a way that I can get some of them that have been sold that have now come back off back order in my store, how I can get so that I can manage it correctly, I guess.
So a couple of things. So obviously this is replenishment. We are working on that to try to figure out a more efficient way to do it. I would say one thing is, and we will look at your store in particular to make sure that you have, if your store carries 1,000 frames, we'll just make sure that somehow you have, 1,030 frames or whatever it is. There should be backstock. I would say, and this is always very popular when I go on with Nationwide, and I say this tongue in cheek, is that we do have a lot of frames that we have on the in front of the mirrors. So if you ever had holes in the board, you could take the frames that are in front of the mirrors and move those to the board, would be my recommendation, because you wouldn't have a hole on the board at that point, and then people could actually see themselves in the mirror if they wanted to, so that it wouldn't look weird. You could still keep other frames there, but that would be my recommendation in the short run, just so you could fill it.
Great, and I have done that, and I have very few sitting on my shelves, especially on the men's side as well.
Noted. We'll take a look and make sure that you have enough backstock, but like I said, we are working on replenishment in general, but it's a valid call out, and we'll try to see what we can do to send you a few more frames or whatever,
Okay.
And again, that's the goal is to make sure that you can stay stocked or whatever, and essentially not have to move frames anywhere, that you have enough of whatever.
Right.
So
right.
Laura O'Neill, I think Laura O'Neill said